Hello and welcome to the weekly roundup. This is the video where we round up the latest theme park news, wrap it up, put a bow on top of it for you, and share it with you. Let's get started. SeaWorld mixes in fireworks into its holiday celebration. It will be called Holiday Reflections, Fireworks and Fountain Finale, and it will be a park closer on select nights starting on December 18th and going through January 3rd. SeaWorld's holiday festivities, they are included with your park admission. However, you still need to have a park reservation in order to enter the park. Disney World has shared some new details regarding our favorite festival at Epcot, Festival of the Arts. Here's what they have to say. Among the new offerings will be a performance by the Voices of Liberty called the Disney Songbook, and that will be performed in Epcot's American Garden Theater. Art Defying Gravity and Visual Art in Performance will take place inside of World Showplace, which is located in between Canada and the United Kingdom. A new food kiosk called Vibrant and Vivido will be located between France and Morocco. Its menu will feature a chilled seafood cocktail with octopus, scallops and shrimp, as well as a blue corn pupusa. Returning to the Festival of the Arts this year will be the giant paint-by-number murals, the artful photo ops, and a scavenger hunt called Figment's Brush with the Masters. A taste of Epcot's International Festival of the Arts runs daily from January 8th through February 22nd, and Nikki and I already have park reservations to enjoy it. And here's a question for you guys. I need you to help me out. Is Disney World adding digital face masks onto park goers on ride photos if they are not wearing face masks? I have not experienced this myself. I have not seen it in action, but I have received word that if you receive a photo and like say someone behind you was not wearing their face mask, that Disney will digitally add a face mask to that person. So if you have experienced this and you know, let me know. I am eager to find out if that is happening. Moving on to Universal Orlando news, the Jurassic World Velocicoaster, they have started daytime testing of the ride vehicles. Now, they haven't added dummies into the ride vehicles yet, not until I get in there. But they are testing the ride vehicles during the daytime. I captured footage of this. I've done a video on it, and if you're interested in seeing that, I will leave a link to that video in the description box of this video. Go check it out. Very exciting to see that Velocicoaster going. In other Universal Orlando news, their parent company, Comcast, their leadership continues to say that Epic Universe is just paused, not canceled. I love to hear that. And judging from my own eyes, being in the theme parks this winter, this holiday season, I believe 2021 will be a big bounce back year for the theme park industry. And once that happens, I'm pretty sure we'll start seeing dirt being moved at that Epic Universe project once again. And perhaps maybe a little more than dirt being moved. And one more thing before we leave the subject of Universal Orlando news, Mardi Gras 2021. Many of you have been asking me, what do I know about it? What is Universal going to do with it? I have not heard anything yet on Mardi Gras. The Universal website, universalorlando.com, they still have a page for Mardi Gras, but they do not mention any specifics, which, quite honestly, I don't know how they're going to handle this. I mean, Mardi Gras comes pretty early in the year, so we're not going to have a lot of vaccines being distributed by the time Mardi Gras happens. And a big part of Mardi Gras, I mean, it's just a big street party with parades. So I just don't know how they're going to handle that. I'm sure they are coming up with something. Don't know what that is yet, but as soon as I find out, I will let you guys know. And one programming note before we get to the questions and answers segment of the video. Now's the time, right now as I'm talking, you need to go click the subscribe button and the bell notification button. That bell notification button is very important as it will send you an alert as to when I've uploaded a new video or I'm going live. We're in the holiday season, my schedule gets a little wacky, and plus I just might surprise you with a video or a live stream. So make sure you have that bell notification button clicked. And now, on to the questions and answers. I don't have Nikki with me, so I've got to do it myself. Double duty. All right, the first question is from Chris. Chris says, I know at first people did not have to wear masks during the water rides. Did this change because I have seen pictures and everyone still has their masks on while on Splash Mountain, for example? Are you still allowed to take it off, or did this change? Well, Chris, now Disney World, because you mentioned Splash Mountain, Disney World has never had the policy of like you can take your mask off on any ride. It's Universal that for their water rides like the Jurassic Park River Adventure, Ripsaw Falls, and Popeye's Barges, that you were able to take off your masks. And that has not changed at Universal. But for Disney World, they do not allow you to take your mask off on any ride, and they've never done so. So that hasn't changed. Universal, masks off for water rides. Disney World, masks on for every ride. And now question number 2 from Dot. Does Universal ever do soft openings for roller coasters like they did for the Bourne Stuntacular? Yes, they did do that soft openings for the Bourne Stuntacular. Now, the very last roller coaster to open for Universal was Hagrid's Motorbike Adventure. They did test runs with team members for that. They did not have a soft opening for for regular guests, daytime guests. And I assume you're asking this because of the Jurassic World roller coaster. We don't know what they're going to do. They said that coaster is to open in the summer of 2021. Looks like they're progressing very well with that coaster. We are hopeful for soft openings before the summer, like late spring, but we don't know if they're going to do that for daytime guests. I'm pretty sure they will have soft openings for the team members who work at Universal. But as far as us regular guests, we're going to sneak a ride before the official opening. I don't know, but I am hopeful. Question 3 from Steven. We are wanting to come out to HHN in 2021. That's Halloween Horror Nights. During the last week of September, the first week of October. What days does HHN usually run? We're thinking about arriving on a Tuesday and then leaving the next Tuesday. And they were wondering how many nights of HHN might be available. Well, so you're there for a full week. Typically, they're going to have HHN nights because it's not every night. Would be Friday, Saturday, Sunday is pretty typical. And then, so that's 3. And then 1 or 2 days during the week. So I think, but not every day, I think you can get in at least 4 for sure. Maybe 5 nights of HHN during that time frame. So, number 4 is from Michael. I'm heading to Universal for the first week of Christmas, staying at Royal Pacific. That's for the express passes, very wise. I'm assuming it will be very busy. Yes, it will be. But how much will the express passes save me in a full capacity park? Also, since I'm a hotel guest, what is the process like if the park is at or near capacity? If you are a hotel guest, there should be a little signboard up that will direct you. Hotel guests go this way to get into the park. So typically a hotel guest would not be denied entry. Just follow the signs. And then express passes, they will be very useful during the Christmas season. How much time will it save you? I would say my rule of thumb for that season would be, that time of year would be, if the standby wait is 60 minutes, I would hope you would get through the express line in, say, 20. So that's kind of my rule of thumb. Some rides may be quicker than that. Some may be quicker, but you can count on saving, like, in that instance, 40 minutes. So I would, express passes, very worth it. And next up we have Spencer. Spencer says, hey Rick, I wanted to know if Universal/Disney loses the magic, or is it magical every time? Okay, that's a tough question. I understand where you're coming from. It's not as magical as your first time. Let's say your first time walking into Diagon Alley and seeing all that. Your first time walking down Main Street at Disney, seeing Cinderella's castle. Nothing is going to beat the first time. And being like a pass holder, it does lose some of the magic For me, visiting the parks is just like taking a walk through my hometown. You know, that's just how it is. It's plain and simple. I consider them my hometown, strolling through my neighborhood, quite honestly. So for me, being there so much, the magic really returns when a new ride opens, because that's something we've never done, or if a new land opens, then we get a sense of that magic again. We get a sense of what it's like for you people who don't get to come so much, the magic you get when you visit the parks. Now, I think we do lose some of it, visiting the parks so much. So, but still a lot of fun. Next up, we have Mike. Now that it's winter, what temperatures do they stop running the outdoor rides? Winter being a very loose term here in Orlando. Right now, this week, it's been 80 degrees. It's what we're in the second week of December. It's been in the 80s. We're going to get a couple cold days here soon. Usually, for it to get really, really cold here, it's because a cold front reached all the way down here, and we'll get 2 or 3 days of really cold weather. Otherwise, it's it may be cool. And I've never seen the parks close down a ride because of like temperature. Now they will, like the outdoor coasters like Rip Ride Rocket or the Hulk. They do have wind meters. If it gets too windy, they shut down the outside rides. And you know what I should note? Universal Studios only has like 3 outside rides anyway. Rip Ride Rocket, the Twirl and Hurl, and then like the little kiddie coaster, Woody Woodpecker's coaster in the kid area. I think those all are the only 3 outdoor rides at Studios. So most of it's indoors anyway. Now at Islands of Adventure, you do have more outside rides like Doctor Doom, the Hulk, Hagrid's, the Jurassic Park River Adventure. More stuff outside there at IOA. But as far as Studios is concerned, only a couple, or like 3 outdoor rides. Only one I would consider a major ride, and that's Rip Ride Rocket. Number 7, Mr. Knott. One quick question. When I come to Orlando in 2022, I will be visiting the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. I'm not good at making decisions, and I would like to take part in the Ollivander's shop show. That's the interact. That's where the wand chooses the wizard. Can I book a private show so the wand chooses me? In 2022, all operations should be back to normal. Right now, they are doing separate parties. So if I went in with a party of, like I said, just 2 people, and it would be private because they don't mix parties now. And then, of course, one person in my party would be picked for the wand. But in 2022, I would guess your best guarantee of having that happen would be to like book a private tour, a VIP tour with Universal Studios. That way, your private group would go into the wand show, and then you could get picked that way. But there's no way to book a private show otherwise, to my knowledge. So we have question number 8 from Chris. I have been watching some Flix classics as my family and I prepare for an upcoming trip to Universal. I love the clip of you showing you stripping down the Jeep for an adventure and saying, pull the doors, drop the top, and go have some fun. My questions are, do you still have the Jeep? And can you say the jingle for us? I don't have the Jeep. I gave that Jeep to my youngest daughter. I may get it back one day, who knows? But she has it right now. And you know what? In an upcoming video, I will kind of start the video with that intro again. Pull the doors, drop the top, and go have some fun. Maybe I don't have the original clip where I recorded the Jeep. I would have to snip it. I would have to download an old video and just snip it. Maybe I'll do that. I'll at least say the jingle though. So we have that to look forward to. So make sure you have the bell notification button clicked. Question 9 is from Dan. Is there a way to order online directly from the stores in Diagon Alley? And Dan kind of explains that he went to the UniversalOrlando.com shop and he couldn't find what he was looking for. I think he found something. He saw something in Nikki's shopping video that he liked, and they didn't have it online, not the exact thing. The best thing to do, if you see something in our videos, some merchandise in our videos, and you want to get that and you're not coming to the parks, Universal does have a merchandise services department with a phone number and an email. So the best thing for you to do would be, if you see something in a video you may be interested in purchasing, is to call their phone number, their merchandise services phone number, 1-888 762-0820, or you can email merchservices@universalorlando.com. That's the best way if you see something on a video and you would like to order it. And the last question is from Kathleen. I have never been to Halloween Horror Nights, and I do have a question about, fingers crossed, 2021. Even with Express Pass, how many days are suggested to experience all of HHN has to offer? We often, we are spoiled. We're kind of hooked on Express Passes for the haunted houses now. And when I go, usually like last year, I think the past 2 years, my very first video that I put out for Halloween Horror Nights is a rating or a review of all the houses. In order to get that done, I do have to have Express Passes, and I can get through every house. But it is still tight to do that, especially because I do take time. I got to film myself as I'm creating the vlog and do some things. But I find that to be tight. I would recommend at least 2 nights of HHN to get the full experience, even with Express Passes. So I hope that helps. And with all that being said, thank you guys for watching the video. Don't miss the magic. Don't miss the fun. Thanks for watching Rix Flix. And now it's time to relax.